They take over here, 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to New Orleans 1st down.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. Get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Boy, you know who that is, boy. That's Cooks right there, boy. He
took a shot way downfield. There is good coverage. Yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now Breeze. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they had no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles. Less culture shock, less, you know, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Tackle made there by Nick Fairley. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 63 yards.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is...
Come on, 44. You had that to the house, boy.
Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you lose in the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Who?
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd down, 15 yards still needed. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Screen play, Johnson. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. They come up in an offset eye. Bree's going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on.
Get the fuck
Catching
out the
ball,
way,
but
dude.
not much run after the catch.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze finding time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
and definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guy.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's going to let it. It got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Breeze now on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This nigga fucking let his fucking block back. Dumbass dude.
For a loss of 7. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on.
This nigga can't catch the fucking ball.
Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. He's got time. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's
I've seen it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Like I did a swim, and then one of my dudes crossed over. He caught the ball in the middle of the field.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
The direct snap to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here's Lewis. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say, there goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 64 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Breeze is going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to
He's supposed to run it straight. They
game.
just came out of bounds. I mean, out of the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people on.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Get ready.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. Well,
I need to do this from like that. How you do that?
And that
The
one
camera.
results in
I can't see.
35
It's too close.
yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
That's the reason why he only
And
reason why
because
he
of
caught
that
that.
speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're
No, I couldn't see, nigga. It was close up on me, like
he's
I
able to
was on the
do exactly what
opposite
you
team.
said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They come up in an offset eye.
Blue 95.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
4th down. Here's Palmer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And 1st down carry here for Johnson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Give the tackle to Jarris Boyd there.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on the play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
This will be caught at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
Here we go. 18.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 3. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Troy Nicholas taking it in. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
Palmer looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even
Boy, you
further.
crazy, boy.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
How you doing, man?
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And
This nigga want to do a spin move.
Modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on
Oh,
first down.
God.
That brings up 2nd and 5. Welcome back to the desert.
I was
We're in
down the house
Glendale.
right there, bro.
It's
You
the
see this
Saints
thing
who
back
hold
into
the
the
football,
dude?
but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Nah. Waiting on you to resume the game. Yeah, I tried to pause it. What's wrong with the thing?
Just press A. You gotta
Resume the game. Bro. Bro, you gotta resume the game. You gotta resume the game. There you go. Who?
Ingram again.
Maybe.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pickup there of 22.
I'm missing some hot sauce.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run here with Ingram. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. He had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target.
You
And they'll bring up
a
2nd
wave
down. He's certainly
You tried to do a label play on me, didn't you, boy?
Very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Let's go.
Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Check that. Look like 52 right here.
Palmer from his end zone on 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, And they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Lose it out, nigga.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
This nigga, he's gonna toss the ball again, drop it.
And brings up 4th down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, some pretty tight defense over there.
The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Breeze.
Yeah,
this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Not really.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
1, 18, Sally 19, Sally 19. Regular. Team. Mirror.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haoli Kikaha. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
I was in the defense last time.
Throwing now is Palmer. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, this nigga.
He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Palmer. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Saints are going to get back and in great shape.
I ain't been catching that anyway, remember?
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Breeze. That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Breeze, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. This is going to be recovered by the hands team.
Fuck. I had that motherfucker too, man.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
I seen you over there scared, motherfucker. Though.
Stages of the game. What's the message here?
Shit now.
Football, is it that simple?
That's exactly right.
I almost had it straight while you bullshit talking about some fucking yeah.
A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take
What?
care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
How you figure that?
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. The Wildcat to Johnson. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, nigga, don't run the clock down, scary ass nigga.
By the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Homer apparently wants to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range, or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance.
Get up, boy.
He's got a man.
Get up, boy.
A big play that time.
Oh, I played up. Oh, I would have had you, dude.
The final play of this game.
I forgot I even used that damn
Some type of
timeout.
miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Fuck. Oh yeah. He knew I wasn't done. Come on, nigga. Alright, open the door. Let me get a little hit to jump on. Go ahead. Come on. Get in here. Give me over here. Get back in here, Bella. Get in here. Come on, Bella.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Bradford's Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Oh, you want to pick it on me?
Weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Nice.
Format to send it away now following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The headshots here, the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
They go screen. This is Ingram. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. On third down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though,
they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's third and
That nigga
short.
fucking dope.
It's
This
tough for the
nigga
guys
fucking
throwing the
did some
football
more
when they
goofy
think they
shit.
got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. Breeze looking to throw on third and 2.
What the fuck you doing?
Up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flander. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Dude.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record.
Now Peterson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Oh, man, my stomach hurts just watching this team call plays. I've heard of going for it on 4th down in the red zone, but not when you're inside your own red zone. And, boy, somehow they take a chance here, and it pays off.
Peterson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Oh, geez.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defense in front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. More from Minneapolis after this.
Huh?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It's fielded at the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the...
Now hold everything.
Hey, Jordan.
We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Hold on, bro.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota, and the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Oh, I tripped. How was I supposed to kick a
So
field
both
goal?
teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll get it up the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Breeze hands to Ingram, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after cat.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half?
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whipping on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you do...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked up.
That's what I did earlier. I ain't gonna lie. When I threw that bitch fast, I threw that bitch too quick. Nigga, I was like, hell no. Should go pick that
Really
shit.
nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. They'll come out in the pistol, and he'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to throw a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stops at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back near the goal line, Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run, Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken.
You baited him though, shit. He just didn't bite.
These short ones still have their value. You can still set up to play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh yeah. That's the extra pop right there, boy.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Hit
Red
that
Allison,
bitch.
the intended receiver.
I almost hit that shit, bro. You
He's
better
pretty
quit,
reliable.
nigga.
Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And instead of punting it away, the offense wants to try to get the 1st down here on 4th.
Huh?
They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford finding time. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making sense like that.
Maybe play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Bradford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I seen it. I'm saying I thought
So
my
he
dude
makes
knocked
the
it
grab
down.
and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Bradford on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And quickly they get to the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now Bradford on second down. He's got time. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to try and go deep. And this is caught. It's the tight end Fleener for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Fleener, 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bradford now to throw on first down. Surveying the field. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. Slot receivers do
that. No escaping this time. It's he'll go now. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 61 yards.
Right.
And the Vikings are an extra
point. Why y'all ain't say y'all was going to the gun? I said we ain't had no right to it.
And now a critical extra point.
Now pull up your motherfucking pants and you got one more time to let me catch your motherfucking throw down. I'm going to punch you in your fucking mouth.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Next time I say something and you take your time, I'm going to punch your faggot ass in your mouth.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here's Lewis. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They come up with one back. That's it.
Yeah, I hate it.
Breeze now on first down. He goes underneath to Ingram.
See
and
what
he'll be
it
brought
is,
down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware.
I hate cricket. You can't click over. I mean, I hate you. You can't click over. You can't, you can click over. You can't fucking.
8 yards on the pick.
Half the time you can't modify the call.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. They asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks.
The score is going to
And
close.
he takes this one down all the way near
Jordan,
the 30.
hey, bro.
Time for a break.
Hold on, bro.
Come back and see.
Just see how much they use and we get one like. Wait. What? Ain't no food stamps. I told you that. Oh, I can't wait to get home, man.
works out after this. Play clock winding down. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay. Time running out here on the play clock.
Is it a small bag of rice? You probably need 2 bags of rice. How much is the small one? Where you at Dollar General? Is you at Dollar General? That's why. Why you didn't go to Dollar General? I thought you was going to the dollar store. I need some rice, some creamy mushroom, and a dollar thing of sugar for the gravy. Alright, cause I got onion and stuff. Alright. Somebody said some shit. His pitch right there. Yeah, you ready? Pitch right there too. Huh? Yeah. Regular. If it's, he still gotta get some sugar. He gotta still get some sugar. If all the money is over, one time, and see all of that stuff over here, now all this stuff still on the store is gonna be a okay. Let me bring it to you. I'm looking for stuff. Boy, this is so good. Oh, it's one of my own release on.
sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beat so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two players who will always be synonymous with the 2004 NFL Draft are gearing up to go up against each other. It's Eli Manning going up against Ben Roethlisberger. And with that, we'll send you up to the north shore of Pittsburgh at Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we headed over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First two games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who was a free agent pickup in 2016, did a tremendous job coming off the edge. I thought they really shored up their interior with Damon Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball as safety, and Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then when he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, 75 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, it's Bell. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Easy, easy.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, that leads